I have journeyed into the deepest parts of the CW Dark Fantasy Series library to bring you this video. I'm going to be talking about legacies today. I haven't seen the prequel TV shows, Vampire Diary and Originals. I didn't really care much about them back in the day, but I have seen legacies and every single episode, and I have thoughts. You see these two, Hope Mikaelson and Brandon Kirby. They would have been the most powerful individuals in all of CW Dark Fantasy series, and the best power couple if only the CW didn't do what they do best, write bad characters. In this show, there was a constant push and pull in Hope's and Landon's relationship. Will they be together? Will they not end up being together? Will they? Won't they? Type of scenario. It was suffocating. I hated it so much. Pissed. It pissed me off. Why do they keep doing this? They were such a good couple, y'all. They fit so well. They were able to connect with one another because of who they were and the burdens they carried. Their relationships with their parents was strenuous. Look, y'all, I love my romances as much as any guy would care for, but these writers keep teasing me. You make me believe these guys will last so long, and then you just rip them apart for the story. It sucks. It doesn't feel good, man. It does not feel good. A constant reminder in this TV show was Hope Michelson was a tri-breed and she had responsibilities. She also feared leaning into her vampiric powers or fully embracing it because she thought she would end up like her father. Um, what's his name again? Yes, Klaus Michelson, right? This was a constant reminder. She feared losing herself to those powers. And at the same time, Landon, he was always under the threat of being possessed by his father, Maliver. Maliver was a constant threat in the series for the entire run of this show. He kept reappearing until he finally possessed Landon. I think it's season 3 or season 4, I think. I can't remember. But when he got saved from his father, he became distant. His soul was warped. He lost all his powers, and that put a further strain between him and Hope. I'd like to think that with all the adversities that these characters have gone through, that their love would be something that kept them together. That it would have been something that was strong enough for them to push past all the pain and suffering that they've gone through. But no, this wasn't the case. The writers decided that no, to hell with that, we're going to keep them separated. We're going to keep missing the opportunity to make these guys one of the best couples that the CW has ever created. No, they botched it. I don't give a damn what Hope believes in, whether she fears becoming like her father, whether she fears becoming evil, which she does, get evil at some point in the show. But hell with all of that. Even Scott McCall, being an alpha, had his bitches. He had his love interests. that didn't stop him from doing what an alpha does, being a leader. Hope could have been Hope could have remained a tribrid and landing a phoenix. These pair together would have gone through every single adversity thrown at them if the CW writers wanted it to be so. But instead, they threw my boy Landon to the wolves, killing him off and making him death himself. Why? I don't know the reasons why. That's up to them. They made that decision. They made him death, and in so severing his bond with Hope. They still loved each other, but they had different roles now. This is the problem I have with this show. Why couldn't they just be together? Why separate them? Why sacrifice one person in order to make the other person shine? Why? Just why? They keep doing this. It pisses me off. I don't care what anyone says. This show could have been perfect if only they left these two alone. They should have given them a great arc together. This would have fixed everything that was wrong with this show. Maybe the CW needs hire better writers who know what they're doing. Anyways, that's enough of a rant from me. See you guys next time. Peace.